Welcome to Week 10 of BA 457. This week we studied Chapter 7, which is all about how to incorporate experiential activities into your trainings. Remember that the whole theory of our class and the theory of our text is that people retain information longer if they've had a chance to practice that and do. The Active Training Credo says that what I hear, see, do, and discuss helps me cement the information in my long-term memory so that I'm better able to apply it. If you think about your own undergraduate student career, you've experienced many of these active training methods. Chances are good you've used case studies, group discussion, other things of that nature to help you retain information and practice the theories that you've been taught in many of your classes. Chapter 7 also reinforces the idea that the trainer is there as a facilitator, an advisor, an observer, not necessarily just a lecturer, an information dump. You might wonder how you can deliver information without relying heavily on lecture. Chapter 7 gives you some ideas how you might incorporate different methodologies so you can avoid lecture. Other research shows that we have about a 10-minute attention span before we zone out. So try to stick to the 10-minute rule too. You may want to spend some time reviewing page 127, which identifies some of the common materials and methodologies that you can use to deliver information. Some students these days like to incorporate videos into their trainings. Chapter 7 talks about videos, and it tells you that they can be effective if you use them right. Make sure whatever activity you choose for your 25-minute training next week is processed using the experiential learning cycle that we learned several chapters ago. It's important for you to use an activity, allow your participants to process it, and then you bring it all home with context and talking about what meaning it has to them, how they'll be able to apply it on the job in the future. This chapter also discusses briefly the concept of action learning. Although our class and the book are not necessarily focused on action learning, it's an important concept because that's learning on the job. Many of you will be engaged in action learning on your jobs, so spend a few moments on those couple short paragraphs on action learning and try to generalize that to how you might be applying action learning in your future careers as managers and supervisors. As always, email me if you have any questions I can help you resolve as you work on finalizing your training plan. And I'll see you next week.